Welcome to Cats in the Cradle, a growing bond between father and son. Please enjoy listening to us work through conversations about all the challenges life gives us. I truly value the growth I experience alongside my son. We hope you enjoy the podcast. G'day and welcome to another episode of Cats in the Cradle, a growing bond between a father and son as we work through life's opportunities and have conversations that we're going to grow through. Today, I'm here with my son, Oscar Carson, and I've got Carson. I'm looking forward to this conversation. G'day, mate. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good, thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
that joke. Sorry, my bad. I've actually had a new fear of trees.
Got a new fear of trees?
They seem really shady.
Oh, that's so wrong. I read a new book at the minute.
Mhm.
It's about anti-gravity.
Yeah,
I'm having a lot of trouble putting it down.
that's something. All right. That's really something.
How are you today, mate? All right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, I'm going to start today with a question for you, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Because it's something that it's a new year starting. We've got new opportunities coming forward.
Yeah.
And I really would like to ask you this question just to find out a little bit more about how I can assist you this year.
Okay.
What do you need from me this year?
It's supposed to be a random question, not a defund.
Oh, well, look, I'm going straight in today, and then we'll get the random bit in a minute.
Don't really know yet. I think that I don't really know because the year hasn't really started. Like, you know what I mean? Like it started, but like hasn't really shown any signs of needy things. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, you just started back at school.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't quite gotten into the groove of that yet. But if you had to think of something you thought you would need this year, the start of the year, what do you think you'd want from me?
I think I would need motivation to do more like fitness-based activities. Like, say, if it's going for a longboard ride or a bike ride. Yeah, that.
Why do you think you need that?
Because I'm lacking it at the moment. I've been sitting on the couch and then making best friends with it.
How have you found that over the summer break?
We do have a quite strong connection, I will say. So, I mean, it's been quite lovely, actually.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting, right? Because over the summer break, we let you just chill out, right?
Yes.
We do quite a few things, but we do focus on letting you chill out because you've got a big year ahead and you need your rest.
A huge year.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to?
I don't. Yu-Gi-Oh! In March.
Yu-Gi-Oh! In March. Talk me through this.
The YCS.
Okay.
We don't know if I'm getting in yet, but like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna dominate the competition because I'm awesome.
I like your confidence, but that hasn't been the case of recent games. So what is Yu-Gi-Oh? Talk me through Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's like it's like Pokemon, but I don't really know. I'm gonna base some games around it. It's like a card game of Monopoly or what's it called? Catan. Because it's strategy and it's about resources. So different decks. Well, a deck is a stack of cards that usually, if it's a more competitive deck, they intertwine with each other together and they link so that they're simultaneously going to be working together. So like you have to manage your resources, think about what you're doing, be prepared for future things, got to know what your opponent's playing. That's a lot, but yeah. I like it. I think it's extremely fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a crack at explaining it in layman's terms because I don't fully understand it.
Okay.
And because you play it a lot. You're thinking about the game as a whole. But I see it as a game of strategy where you have a deck of cards that you build the deck, not unlike Pokemon, and then you battle each other for life points. But during that process, you need to sit there and communicate with your opponent during your battle and actually negate and surrender and attack and defend. And it's quite an in-depth game, especially with your thoughts.
I do agree with some of the things you said, just some of the things a little bit off.
What was that?
Because you don't really defend. It's because, like, even though you do battle, not battle, like, you attack for damage, and then there are different ways to win the game. But the main one you usually do is by getting your giving your opponent's life points to 0.
Brilliant. So, what do you think the benefits of Yu-Gi-Oh are?
Strategy, strategy, mindset. So, like, also poker face. Well, I'm really bad at that. Like, I'm really bad. Cause anytime I get like a good hand, I'm like, oh my god! And people know, and like, they just like scoop and they forfeit that game, and it's just like, could have just won that and made myself more confident. But no, I chose not to do that.
What would be the value of that? What would be the value of actually keeping your emotions in check?
I play tennis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't know that yet, I do play tennis. So that's really important because, like, if you're losing, which the other day I was, and you let your emotions get the best of you, which happened to me, just as soon as you lose 1 point, and you just, oh my god, you get so angry, especially when you've beaten them a million times before. It's just like that, like, little overwhelming, like, it's like a little devil saying, you can do better than this. Like, why are you losing to this person? It's just like, oh my god, it's awful. So I need to learn how to put my poker face on.
Right. What would be the advantage of that?
So you're not letting your opponent, like, there are times where it's okay. Well, not really okay, but like, because say if you're playing baseball and the pitcher is like really down, you know it's going to be easy, right? So you slack off a little bit. So sometimes there are things, if you're losing, you can sometimes let a little bit of steam off by like, I don't really know, but like, I always do this, like as in, like, what are you doing? It's just like, so it's this indicator for your opponent that they can slack off because tennis isn't just about hitting a tennis ball. Well, there's a lot more to that, but the main thing is that it's a mind game as well. It's about if they can beat you in the head.
Yeah.
So about mentally destroying your opponent.
Yeah. I mean, that brings up a lot of things for me because it is such an important skill set to learn to be able to control your emotions.
Yes.
Or at least not allow them to navigate a situation. Because when you have a negative mindset, normally negative situations are created.
Yeah.
Have a positive mindset, you create
positive situations.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of that?
Where energy goes, focus follows.
Yeah, but I need an example. That's a statement.
Okay. Like as an example of a theoretical thing or
an actual
event?
Example. Yeah.
I don't know what her name was. I think Andreeva. She was a wild card in the AO.
Yeah.
She was a Russian wild card. I don't know if her name's Andreeva. I think it is. But she was down. She lost the first set, was down in the second set 5-1, and then she won against that person and won money.
What did you see in that game? What did you see her do?
I think she just said, look, if I'm going to lose, I may as well lose by having fun. So I think that's what her mindset was, and she just won. So,
what did you see in her body language?
She started to become more positive as a person.
Yeah.
So it was easier for her opponent. Like, it was easier for her because her opponent was like, I don't know about you, but if someone's smiling all the time, I get really annoyed, right? So I think that's how it works, kind of.
Why do you get annoyed if someone's smiling all the time?
No, just like I don't know. It's just a thing, you know. It's just
what are you smiling at? Why are you smiling at me? Yeah.
No, not really that. It's just like it's annoying because if I'm not smiling, they're smiling. It's just like, well, if I'm not smiling, you can't smile. It's like that. I know it's a little bit weird. But she's like, sometimes that can be the case, and I get so annoyed.
Mm. Well, considering we're at this point, and I wasn't going to go here for a couple more episodes, but I want to talk about jealousy. I know, right?
I don't know, but it's like a pet peeve. I don't.
Talk me through this.
I have a big thing for jealousy. Like it's a huge. It's not a problem. It's just, I'm really bad at. I don't know. I don't know. It's not something I can control. It's just something that it's just a feeling of like I could be up there or you didn't do anything to get there. You know.
Give me an example.
Example.
Preferably one that you're involved in.
Okay. If I do this, it's gonna make me feel like I'm gonna feel like a bad person.
Just call it.
Okay.
And we'll see how we go. Because at the end of the day, right, this is a conversation about how you feel. There's no wrong or right in that. It's just how you feel.
Yeah. Okay. So So I'm gonna give a very broad event. So if this person is watching, they don't feel sad.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
So blank. So blank is the person's name.
Yep. Brilliant.
So blank was talking to someone, and I was in the audience.
Yeah.
Right, and they were, like they were discussing blank's problems.
Yep.
And I felt like I could have been up there, right? And it's just like, I was really pissed off. Like, really, I was jealous.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, really, it wasn't like really bad, like, oh my God, you little monster.
What was it like?
I don't know. It's like a feeling of I could be up there instead of you and be doing a better job.
Okay. What did that bring up for you?
Jealousy.
Yeah.
Like,
But why? What made you think that you could be doing a better job?
Because I don't know. I just feel like I could.
Okay. So what was the opportunity that you missed, or why was that person chosen and not you?
I don't know. They just were.
Okay. Sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah.
So what did you do with the jealousy?
What did I do with jealousy? I think I just like. I don't know.
That bit.
It's just a feeling. I just said. I said to them that. Sorry, my bad. I didn't say anything to them. I just thought of the things I wanted to say to him, and they were not nice. I thought of it. I didn't say them to get the emotion out.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just went away then because I forgot about it because I was eating food. My favorite thing to do.
So if we grab that for a second, right? Now, jealousy is an emotion, right? It's something that a lot of people feel.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you think you would best deal with it?
I don't really know. It just comes up in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like it's like I don't really know. I can't explain it. It just happens.
Is it a jealousy of missing out? Is it a jealousy of?
It's a jealousy of me feeling left out.
Feeling left out.
Yeah. Like really big time. Like also like at school, right? Like primary school. I'm fine now. I love my school. Thank the Lords. I'm not in the school previously.
Okay. Yep.
Blank school.
Cautious for that place.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Oh, right. So they were chosen to play someone else, right? When I know, like, we're playing a game of cops and robbers.
Yeah.
It's a game where like we had like a little. It's like bushes and like a tree like that, so like a little dome and like a little area inside it. So you tag someone, then you hold that like so if like you do this and you you'd guide them to the place and they'd be in there. if you're a cop. So if you're in there with a robber, you try to get. If you're a cop, the objective is to get everyone.
Yep.
And if you're a robber, the objective is to stay in as long as possible.
Yep.
So you just get chased, and that's fun. But so if you're in there, you just always do is walk in, and everyone separates out. So you get to choose your teams, like team captains, like basketball.
Yeah.
So I wasn't chosen, even though when I'm faster, more smart. Cause I know there's like a little hiding spot in there where you can just sit down and you can wait for everyone to go, and then you just get them all out, right? I felt left out because no one chose me. I had to go sit alone, which is left out, right? But then they invited me because they're awesome. But like still, I felt left out, and that's a big problem of mine.
Let's dive into that, right? Left out.
Yeah.
The feeling of left out.
FOMO.
Why does that hurt?
I mean, I don't know why it hurts. It just does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it hurts because I don't really know. It just hurts.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to feel included, right?
Yes, or you want to feel like you're someone important.
Yeah, or at least have value to the group.
Yeah.
Mm. Is being of value important?
Yes.
Why?
Because if you're not of value, then what's the point of? Oh, hang on.
Let's stumble through it, right? This is not.
If you're not valuable, then what's the point of you?
That's a pretty big statement.
That's
Right.
the
So and I
That's
can
holding
so there's
back.
and I can appreciate the holding back, right? But let's unpack it.
Okay.
Let's not just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Right. So why did that become your statement?
Because I feel like it's kind of. I'm being harsh here,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's kind of true.
Yeah.
Because if you're not valuable, then it's better to get someone else.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like, this is the most generic situation I can imagine.
Yeah.
If you're working in a team and you're slacking off, right? Of course, you're gonna get pushed back so that someone else can come in because
Mhm.
they're gonna be more efficient than you.
Mhm.
And say if you give someone else the opportunity who doesn't have the opportunity, you can even like this is dodgy, but you can pay them less because they're more grateful for the opportunity that they have, so they'll work for it. Does that make sense?
But if they're giving you more value, you wouldn't pay them less.
yeah, but like
You'd pay them more.
yeah, that's what I mean, right?
Mm.
So it's like you can't buy time. So money can't buy time. So you have to look for it. Does that make sense? Kind of.
No, it doesn't. And I'm looking at that going, where are you trying to go with that? Do you know what I mean? Because we're of value, money can't buy time, right? So where are you heading with that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because it's interesting, right? I think being of value is really important to your self-worth.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't have value, then it's hard to feel like you fit in. It's hard to feel like you belong somewhere. It's hard to get up and do things sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? So I think the actual being of value is really important.
Mm-hmm.
How would you recommend somebody find their value?
I'm not sure.
Have a crack.
I don't know.
How would someone find their value?
By doing something that makes you happy.
How do you know what makes you happy?
Well, it's kind of obvious.
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
There's a lot of people that aren't happy.
Well, then I'm not being rude. I'm just saying if you're not happy, then be happy. Go find something that makes you happy.
I think that right there is the key. And that's, to be honest, that's what I was searching for. To go and do something. Go and find something that'll make you happy.
One of my hobbies, which we don't do that often, is fishing.
Yeah.
I love fishing. I don't know why. Just like when the what do you call it? Oh my gosh. The
Fish bite.
the rod
Yeah.
when it bends over, like you just like you're fighting for the fish. It's such a like, I don't know. I really like that sort of like the adrenaline rush. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. But you have to go and find out what you like, right?
What do you mean by that? Like
Well,
it's
you got to go and
eat.
try things. You got to go and have a crack at things, so in order you can find what you like. Yeah.
Like for fishing or for the thing.
No, for people to have value and to find
yeah.
something. Do you know what I mean? They've got to try things.
Yeah.
So I personally think the biggest crime is to not try. You know, that's one of the things that for me is, I mean, for you and I, we don't have that many rules as such between us.
Yeah.
But your only thing that I ask you to do is,
Learn. I think you're
yeah.
gonna finish the sentence.
And what do I judge you on?
Effort.
Yeah. Because the more effort you put in, the more.
I don't know this part. The more effort you put in, the more reward you get.
Perfect. And then you get through things and you just see where you're at.
Yeah.
We've gone, like, it's quite interesting, right? Because we've gone right off topic in a way.
Yeah.
But we're on topic.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea of this is discuss things and see where they end up.
Yeah.
And try and see what we can grow through, right? Is there anything else you want to discuss in that? Like, thinking about this, what do you need from me this year?
I don't know. Not sure. I'm really not sure.
Okay, future pace at 12 months' time.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I don't know what the future's gonna hold for me at the moment, so I'm not sure what I need.
Okay. Will you ask if you need something?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Have you got a question for me?
Yes, I do actually. Where the random question? This is really random. Were you ever mentioned in a newspaper?
Yes, I was.
Do you know what like the cause of it was?
Yeah, there's a few. So,
The most graphic, please.
the most graphic. Well, I think the most graphic would be when I was involved in Formula One. But when I was a kid, they used to always have the baseball results or footy results in the paper,
Right.
right? And so you used to always look for your name to see whether or not you played well, and yeah, which was amazing. Like as a kid, you used to love that. But the most graphic was definitely with when I was with the Formula One, two-seater Formula One, because I actually won that. You know that story? You don't know this story?
You won a Formula One racing event?
Oh, so okay, I'll share it with you. Sorry. So when I was 21,
Yeah.
I got some vouchers for my birthday.
So when the dinosaurs were alive?
Well played. So, so I got some vouchers for my birthday for Myers, and I went to Myers. There's nothing I wanted, so I bought 4 Grand Prix tickets.
You can do that?
You can get vouchers for Myers, and you can go and buy other events because they got a Ticketmaster there.
Do they?
Yeah,
Do they still have that?
yeah.
I didn't know that. I just asked it. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. It's an education piece. But yeah, so I got 4 tickets, and I rang my mates up and said, "Who wants to go?" A couple of mates said, "Yes, let's go." So we went to the Grand Prix, and when I was at the Grand Prix, they had a raffle,
Yeah.
and I won the major prize. And the major prize was a trip to England, and to be the first person in the world in the 2-seater Formula One car.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were the first person to ever drive a 2-seater Formula
I didn't get to drive it.
you got
but
to
a
see it.
passenger, yeah.
Ah.
But I wasn't actually the very first person because Murray Walker, a famous commentator, was the first person in it.
Ah, so stodgy.
Yes and no. First to the public.
Uh-huh.
But it was, and that was amazing. So I actually took I took Craig with me over to England, and we had an epic time. That was really a trip of a lifetime. So I was in the papers a lot for that.
Okay.
And I also got in the papers for a few other things. Business to Smiles has been in some local papers, which
Wait,
is pretty
do you know what year the Formula One was?
good.
I'm going to find it now.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Well, it's actually, if you look carefully at home, you'll actually find in the spare room. It's actually
Really?
in the top left-hand corner, there's a photo of it with me in the Formula One car.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for that when I get home.
Yeah, so that was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if we have enough time or not, but I'll just go for my deep question.
Yeah, far away.
This is also kind of random. I just thought this would be cool. If you could see the future once, what would you look at?
Ooh, I like that. If I could see the future just once, what would I look for?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought this is random.
Yeah, but that's pretty heavy, right? Because how many opportunities are there?
Well, I think the biggest one, not projecting words, but I think
No,
the
no.
biggest one is technology. Let's see where that takes us. Like if Terminator is,
If Terminator's real.
yeah,
Yeah. And maybe this is just me, but I don't focus that much on the future because I really focus on being present in the now. And I think if you look into the future to get a result, I think you could alter where we're actually going. Okay, I think that's an interesting one. But if I had to look at anything, oh, geez, you got me on a good one here. I'd look right into the future
like
just to see.
closer or far away.
No, good point. I'd look a couple of 100 years into the future, and I want to understand where humanity's at.
Wait, like a billion years? Because like
No, 200 years.
okay,
Because I really think the next 100 years are going to be very interesting.
have you seen the Mandy thing? Right, so scientists did a experiment with AI, or something. I don't know if it's AI. I just know they did an experiment.
Yeah.
Where they looked at the data of people.
Yeah.
Right, and they I don't know this. I don't know the end results.
Yeah.
I don't know the pre-story. So this is all just what I've heard about.
Yeah.
So they created a little image that shows what humanity's gonna look like. So it's with a teenage. I don't know if it's teenage, a woman, right, who is like her shoulders are like I can't even move it forward, like they're up to here,
Yeah.
right, with her phone down, drool coming out on both sides of her mouth, just on the screen, like, and that was generated, I think, by AI.
What did that bring up for you?
How? No, I'm not saying that we're bad. I'm just saying that kind of, if we don't change something now, we're kind of dead. Well, I mean, I know this is kind of dark, but theoretically, no one's gonna be able to live past what is it? I think it's 2 billion years because of the universe and stuff. Because what happens is, sorry, if it can go down this road.
Yeah, go for it.
So the universe is like this, and it keeps on expanding.
Yeah.
So in a couple of years, or maybe I don't know how long, just in eventually, the universe would be expanding so fast we couldn't visit nearby galaxies because they're going away too fast.
Yeah.
So we can't. It's not that it's a theory. It's we're not physically possible to be moving at a pace that we can get to them in our lifetime. Does that make sense?
It does. So, can I ask some questions around this?
Yeah.
So I can get a better understanding.
Yeah.
Where do you get your information from?
I get it from I don't know this person. I just know she's like an optimistic tech person.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of other people, and I also do some researching on this because I looked at it. I'm like, what? This can't be real.
So where do you do your research?
What
platforms?
National Geographic. That's good.
Website?
Yeah, like the National Geographic website. They have some, not a lot. I just know they have some.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. There's like a book I have, like this. It's about the science and stuff that explains a brief concept of what is it? It explains a brief concept on space and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also another book that I have that you got me, which was the physics book.
Yeah. Okay.
That talks a little bit about how that works.
Okay. So has that now become a fear, or is that an opportunity?
Interest.
An interest.
Because it's nothing bad. It's just that means won't be able to be able to know if there's life beyond us. So
I really want to open up that question just based upon that.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed today's episode.
Yeah.
Right now, we started off so far from where we started.
Yeah.
But I like the engagement of the conversation.
Yeah.
So I just love to know what you learned today. What did you learn today that you didn't know?
That jealousy isn't just like it's good and bad.
Yeah.
It's understanding you as well, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, I really enjoyed just going down a different path to see where we ended up.
Yeah.
Right. Rather than just stopping the conversation and staying focused on the point, which at times we need to stay the course and actually get an answer. But I enjoyed just opening it up just to see how broad at 12 you think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because that's the thing that fascinates me. You know, like it's as a father looking at you and communicating with you, the one thing that just blows my mind every time is the amount of knowledge and awareness that you have. And although you're a big unit, I still look at you like a 12-year-old boy at times. And to see that inside you, it's extraordinary. Yeah. And I really, I love seeing the way your brain works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too.
No, thank you. Well, anything you'd like to wrap up on?
Not really. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, well, that's another episode of Cats in the Cradle, done and dusted.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the mind of a young guy just open up. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to a podcast that is creating a stronger bond between a father and son. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to give us encouragement to do more. If you really like what we are doing, we would love to talk to you about sponsoring an episode, or even better, a season, so that we can continue to share our journey. Reach out to Scott at ihopeyouaresmiling.au@gmail.com. We hope you are smiling. Thanks for listening.